Hi guys, and welcome back to Beauty Fortified. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Sue, and today I am talking about Le Correcteur De Chanel. Now, this is a concealer that I happened upon towards the end of last year, and I picked it up. I actually picked it up in the wrong shade. I managed to go back and exchange it, and I have been loving it ever since. So I wanted to share my thoughts on it, and I'm going to do a little application for you as well. But it really is a tricky area when you get to your 40s and 50s and you start having to look for concealer for the under eye area. It can really be quite a minefield, and it's a very personal thing as well, just like foundation. I do realize that, but I've come across this one and I've really been enjoying it. So it comes in 8 shades, and it's a kind of very no fuss packaging. It comes with a little doe foot applicator, and what I like about it is that it gives a kind of luminosity to the under eye area, and not in a bad way. So it's not going to emphasize or highlight your lines and your under eye wrinkles, but it's kind of got a sort of blurring ability and a little bit of luminosity, and also a film forming ability, which is something that I picked up on before I had even read about it. So that's the shade that I'm using in the color B30, and it really spreads quite well, and it is long wearing. You do need to make sure that you do moisturize your under eye area quite well, but I'm going to take you through what they say about it on the website. And I think this is a case where when you hear the description, it's a case of they being really kind of upfront about it. So there's no real hyperbole around the concealer, and I really appreciate that. So having used it for a while, I hadn't actually researched it at all. This is something that I bought on a whim. And I was very interested to read what they have to say about it on the website. So they do say it's an ultra comfortable long wear concealer to correct imperfections, diminish the appearance of dark circles, and brighten up the eyes. Its blurring effect immediately reduces imperfections and signs of fatigue. Enriched with an energizing active ingredient and a light reflecting pigment, the formula illuminates the eye contour for a fresh, rested look. Creamy and melt away, the texture glides smoothly over the skin for a sensation of comfort and lightness, and I really do agree with that. It has buildable coverage from medium to intense. I have tried to build it up to intense, and I do find that it did get a little bit cakey on me, so a little bit of a question mark around that, but definitely will give you light to medium coverage, that I can say for sure. And they say suitable for all skin types. And then onto the composition, they said a non-occlusive and sebum-resistant film-forming agent gives the concealer 8-hour hold. Definitely detected some kind of film-forming agent. A natural mineral reflects the light and creates a blurring effect that smooths all imperfections. An energizing brown seaweed derivative revives dull complexions and delivers radiance for a fresh, rested look. And I can definitely vouch for that. It's not going to make all your lines and wrinkles disappear. It's very it's a very realistic, I don't know how to describe it. I don't want to hyperbolize it or dramatize it, but it's just going to make your under eye area look better. So it really is going to give you an improved looking under eye area. It is not going to give you perfection. If you are over 40 and you're looking for perfection, then I think you're on the wrong planet. Anyway, so now onto the application. You can see I've turned my lighting down, and that's just so that you can get the full effect and it's not blown out by the lights. So I'm going to start with this eye, and I'm just going to apply a couple of dots. Now it has a medium-sized doe foot applicator, so it's nothing out of the ordinary. And I'm just going to start by applying 3 dots and just one at the outer corner of the eye. And I find that the best way to apply the concealer, I have tried a sponge, I've tried a brush, and by far the best way is just using my finger and gently blending it in. And it really does do a beautiful job of kind of smoothing out the under eye area. Now, one thing you do need to bear in mind is that you need to make sure that your under eye area is quite well moisturized. And you can do that by either just taking your moisturizer up to your eye or applying an eye cream. And I have started using eye cream now for the first time in a long time. I'm back in the habit. And I do find it's definitely helping with my under eye area, which was starting to get a little bit dry. But if your under eye area is not moisturized, you probably are going to find that this is a little bit cakey. But this will just give you the effect. This is one application, and it really has helped to brighten the eye area. So I hope that you can pick that up on camera. And it doesn't settle into the lines. If you have got lines there already, it's going to do its damnedest to help blur them. It's not going to take them away completely, obviously. But it's just the luminosity in this foundation and its kind of film forming ability just gives it a beautiful application, and it also helps it to stay. And it really does stay. And just helps to keep the under eye area looking quite fresh. And then what I do is I go in with a tiny bit of powder. So today I'm going in with my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, and I just use a tiny dab of it, and that's just to kind of, not to take away any of the luminosity, but just to help the concealer to stay. And also, if I do get a little bit of transfer from my mascara onto my under eye area, it just makes it a little bit easier to take off. So it just helps a little bit for the staying power, and also to remove anything that falls out, any mascara smudges or anything that kind of falls down from my mobile lid throughout the day. It just makes it very easy to take off. And so guys, those are my thoughts on Le Correcteur De Chanel. It really has impressed me. It has not given me perfection by any means, but it's really gone a long way to just brightening up the eye area and just creating a beautifully concealed effect within the realms of what is realistic. So I can really recommend it. Let me know if you've tried the product. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Ciao, ciao.